Hello guys, welcome to the VAR podcast, and today we are at one amazing location, as you can see. Baraka za Mungu hizi, and to all the lovers of the podcast. Asante sana to listening to the VAR podcast up to where we are. And happy October. Hope you guys are doing good and you had a good Mashujaa day as predicted. And so today, even without further ado. Is it without further ado or with ado or whatever they say it? But anyway, I'll ask the English guest of mine over here to help me. Anyway, in the meantime, karibu sana to the VAR podcast. And so today I'm joined with an amazing ladies here, and I'd like them to introduce themselves and tell me what they do and what project they are on. Karibu sana. And of course, where we met. Of course, that's a good thing. It starts with on my left.
Hi, I am Leyler. I am still a student, a journalism student, and I am the other half of the Wind Down the Fields podcast. So that's the project we are currently doing. Just trying to, kupeleka vitu. Technically that's it.
Nice. Karibu sana.
Asante for having me.
Karibu.
For having us.
Oh, I am Nasubo. I'd say, to introduce myself without the accolades and what I do, I am a dreamer. I am a lover. I am the other half of Wind Down the Fields, and our podcast is about a lot. And today it is an honor to be here. Thank you so much. Yeah, we really love being a part of this set.
Karibu sana. Okay, one thing you said, Wind Down the Fields talks about what exactly made you guys to start it and be here where you are with that establishment?
Well, let's say for me, Leyler will speak for herself. I'd say for me, we said perspective is very different in our podcast, or maybe she might have a different view. But for me, I was at a very bad place mentally, and I remember waking up one day and I just needed to talk to someone, and I just reached for my phone and started recording. And I actually found out that many people are listening and many people wanted to hear the kind of stories, the kind of conversations we had, and from there it was just easy to pick on from it.
Nice. What about you, Leyler?
So for me, Wind Down the Fields came at a time where I was trying to be at a better place, especially mentally and emotionally. And when Chasey came to me and she was like, hey, do you want to do the podcast? I was like, yo, that's fire. Mimi, because I was there for the friendship, for the intentionality we had. It was something that I was very willing and ready to try, and with it came along that emotional intelligence, that mental how will I say it? I was at a good place mentally because I had somewhere to rant or
Nice. How long has it been existing?
From last year, November.
Yeah.
So by next month, you guys will be clocking in 1 year.
Oh yeah.
You no
idea.
But then next year, well, you guys should. It was even that Kamshuma thing with the queen cake.
We're definitely going to do
We'll
that.
do that.
And
We've been planning to do a
Definitely.
lot of things, like relaunch the whole podcast and everything. So
nice.
that is one of the things we have to do.
Very nice.
Nice.
Tumeni hizo keki.
It's
Soda
delicious.
pia mnitumia soda. Welcome. So on today's episode, I'd like us to talk about friendship that runs with relationship. One thing that is usually very controversial to me, because I usually feel like, why do people need to know my business that much? But anyway, here we are with you. So like you've seen on the timeline, friends will make or ruin your relationship. So with Wind Down the Fields here, we want to talk about one thing. Is it really true, or are there different perspectives to it?
So it's just friends will ruin your relationship.
Friends. Like, do we really need friends in our relationship? Do they make it, or do they ruin it? And this will go down to your own perspective as your own. Mniambie kama kuna siku best ashaichoma ama ushaambia best yako mtu wako then akapata, cause kuna meme that goes around, I saw my babe's friend and I'm like, wow, she's also my child. I think I need her. So it's it's usually something very confusing, especially to my gender, because sisi ndio watu nakuanga victim sana. Tunaikwanga ati ulitembelea nani kama siko, vitu kama hizo and all that. So on this first conversation, what's your take on friends being involved in your relationship, Nasubo?
Well, I'd say friends are very important in my relationships, because at this point I feel like the relationships, be it platonic and romantic relationships, they are things that I bring to nurture myself, and obviously my friends will always be a part of my life. I never think that I'd break up with my friend, obviously, at a point. And romantic relationships, when they come with so much uncertainty and the inevitability of one day they'd come to end, and I definitely want my friends to be part of my ride in my romantic relationships. So I'd want them to know the person I have. I'd want them to know how they make me feel. I'd want their view. Is this person good for me? Or I'd want to know how they feel about my relationship.
So actually, even before you say yes to this guy, that is if anole maboya kwambia will be my girlfriend, because wengine wetu tunadanganya na flow
mama.
So this starts even before you even accept this guy.
Yes.
That's literally a committee formation, man.
For real?
A committee formation for this young man.
Yes.
What about you?
I actually agree with Chisi. But now, I'd like to point out that friendships, it depends with where your friendship is. Because I read somewhere, there are levels to friendship. There's an acquaintance, there's a colleague, there's a best friend and all that. So inaja niende niambie my acquaintance, there's this guy I'm seeing. I'll go and tell someone I know, I trust, and we have such a strong bond that I know whether or not this will work out. Like, we will talk about the in-depth. She'll be like, are you sure you want to do this? She'll give me a point of view that I was not seeing.
The pros and cons about all this.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I feel like friendships are quite important. But they need to be intentional friendships for you to have that.
Actually, but that freedom. Yeah.
So does this make it more, do they ruin it more to you, or do they make it?
They make it.
They make it, definitely.
For real?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, because for me, I usually feel one thing is if it involves friends, and I think for men, we usually just dry run it. We usually don't talk about it much. Yeah, like I was telling Nasubo yesterday when we were writing about this. For us, if you bring to some Leyler today, me, I'll hype my guy. Leyler, we've never seen him so happy.
Exactly.
Kijana ni wewe unamshikilia kwa hii ngoma mzee. Wewe ndio hata tunakuja kwa ready. Kesho nikiletewa Nasubo, I'll be like, Nasubo, wewe sasa ni yeye. Wewe ndio yeye. Like you see, for us it's actually it's not a good thing. I believe it's true. Because kikiumana unapata beshte yenu anaanza kuchizi. Kumbe alikuwa mpenda msichana mbaya hivyo. Then we start chitting, I'm like, no, it's gonna be okay and all that. For us, I think we only just like to let guys know kuna mama mahali. Hamjui ni mgani, but kuna mama mahali. Ako. So mahali nikikuwa na mtu mwingine msianze story necessary. So you feel like
I have something to say.
Like it's burning like na kanyago story.
I was listening to certain pod jana, and this lady said that, for you men, it's like you're the ones doing the choosing, you get, and us, we've been made to believe we've been chosen, you get, exactly. You have to sit down and be chosen. So my friend has to know which choice is this. Huyu ni nani amekuja kunichagua. But you have a variety of, let's say, options. So your friends will say, by the way, nani huyu ni kwa mzuri. Exactly, yeah.
Exactly. And I think it even goes down to the simple things. Food. My boys wamekuja kwangu, and then you're around, then you cook some nice meal, and everything just tastes amazing. Then ifike siku moja niwaambia ati Nasubo ameenda. Guys will be like, Aje, bro, we were having our meals here with her. Like for us, but it's the smallest thing that makes our crew to be like, question us and tells us, Ebu enda onge na msichana, hiki tumefanya si mzuri. But deep down, I know there are friends who out here wish you the best as a guy. Genuinely, I don't know if girls do the same.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, at this point, what are you doing with people you call fake friends?
You guys have never been scared that mtu wako anaweza enda na best yako?
Oh no.
Siende naye.
You need to look at the quality of friends you have.
No, because in the first place, wanaenda wapi? Where are they going?
Kitaumana uko mbele.
You know what? Let them go, because at the point where he's starting to choose between me and her, it's literally showing that he was not sure about you. So you're like, okay, you just go, but attend on everything, the relationship and the friendship. You get everything will go. Ama?
Yeah, true. But also, I've never really felt insecure with my friends taking my man.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I do that to them.
Yeah, true. Because plus we also have like different types of men we like. So
Yeah, and also the friends, just to say, the friends that you actually you take this person to be vetted, they must be genuine friends. Au ni watu wenye unajua.
Very intentional.
Yeah, watu intentional. They're actually
msasi kukaa uko mbele.
Hapana. No, hapana. You just have to look at the quality of friends pia.
Bali kuna wale wanakujanga na kwambia kumbe she's wasting your time when she's pitching an idea.
Exactly. Those are not friends, by the way.
Happens.
Unaoshwa chali yako.
But it's not at the point yenye ameanza kufikiria anaweza chukua mtu wako. I mean, that's not your friend.
Exactly.
That's not your friend.
From the start wanaanza kuangaliana, anacheka jokes zake.
Wanashangaa you're laughing so much. He's not that funny though. He's not that funny.
Yeah, just Lydia Kim was also saying the same thing, that wewe ukiona umeza, you're starting to like your friend's boyfriend. You're starting to laugh too much at his jokes. Hapana.
You have to keep
a distance. You have to keep a distance.
There's an aspect that I wanted to put here is also the fact that you find him with a friend who's a girl. Would you like try as much as possible to befriend that girl, or it will depend?
That one is a sour topic. Yeah.
If he has a friend who's a girl,
now that's like a best friend.
Yes.
Why? Okay, personally, I don't think so, because there's nothing we have in common except for the man.
Wait, are they close or they're just friends?
Yeah. You okay. I think friendship too. They're just friends.
We can have just like an acquaintance. Ile yenye tunaonana mara moja. Si ati kila time I'm like, hey, how are you doing? Let's go out for coffee. No.
You know, the problem is that you don't hang out with your man. She's there. She's always there tagging along.
And third wheel.
Yes.
Lakini pia siku hizi pia for men pia it's very dangerous, you know. Zapata pia chali yako kana best yake kijana, but you're very scared. You never know.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
very true. These days.
Because now things are... Let's not talk much about it. Things are quite haywire.
Yeah.
Chali yako kuna
kumbe
wewe pia mko inaitwaje?
Throuple.
I was about to use the threesome word, but I've already said it anyway. Yeah, but so do you one thing I've come to notice about female friendships and male friendships are quite different.
Yeah.
In terms of, and it's usually quite tested by maybe, let's give it a scenario. We are supposed to meet, and then we're supposed to meet your friends, but your friend arrives earlier than you, and maybe unachelewa for almost like 2 hours, 3 hours. Do you believe you can trust me, or you can trust your friend to not do anything fishy, especially maybe if it's a joint? And to that, who will you blame? Kikiumana, the guy or your friend?
I think both of them have a problem.
Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, I trust the both of you. Like, the point we are in our friendship and relationship separately is at a point where I have to give my trust. Like, sitanza kwa insecure. No. So, I trust my friend and I also trust my man. So, nyinyi mkifanya kitu, that's your problem, not mine. Yeah. So, y'all are the ones who have a problem, not me. So, iyo mwendeni tu.
Meaning Kiumana, you will more like blame them both.
Yeah, both of them.
I'll just cut them off.
So,
okay, here it is. When the girl was coming to the man, mbona hauku stop? And if the man was going for the friend, mbona hange stop?
For the man, what I can say for them
is... Tell us.
Maybe I'm too handsome for your friend.
Oh, wow.
Maybe.
You're too handsome.
Maybe she tricked me. Can she tricked me be a legal answer?
She tricked you.
What? What?
Wait, sorry. So you're that easy to trick?
Hapana ni venye tu. I was waiting for you. Nini.
You can't wait for a few hours?
That's just 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
You compromise everything.
Exactly.
7 years.
For 10
minutes. A mere
That you couldn't wait. You couldn't wait for me to reach.
alafu huko niko 1 minute man.
Imagine.
Kai.
oh my god.
Kinyaramba.
Trash.
Tupate mtoto out of nowhere.
Oh my god, hiyo naweza waombea.
Utulete nini?
I'm sorry.
Once that thing is done like that.
It's done. Both the man side and the friend side.
Never again.
So for you, who would you blame? Both of them?
Both of them. Definitely both of them.
Because each one of them is trying to abolish us a solid friendship
Or us and
relationship.
Hey, you lose it, eh?
I mean, I really don't know. How can you do that to me?
Imagine I'll cry lakini I'll move on. I'll cry but I'll move on.
Shida ni yenu. Because mimi nimewatrust. And hakuna kitu nimewafanyia mbaya. My intentions were obviously just good. I just knew you're my friend, I knew you're my man, I knew you respect me enough. So if that happened, you just have to let you both go.
Yeah. What would you do?
For in terms of nikipata dem na
Your scenario.
Lakini wanaume wanajuanga huwa wanalalisha, so naweza kuwa nanikanyagia dem na hata sijui. And you're out there unanichocha nini hey kumbe bana natoka hivyo if unaingia. But one thing once I find out, I think it will just be done for me.
Yeah.
Because there's no coming back from that. Friendship yangu na Charlie, it'a reduce. Okay, it won't disappear completely, but it'a reduce. Sasa tutakuwa tunagoteana nini? Kama ni business tuko tunafanya tumalize. But anything to do with hanging out, doing knowing my where I am,
Do a next.
yes, yeah.
Anze kuplan.
Yeah, like leo niko na type yake nikipata mwingine pia anakuja ananiambia type yangu tena. I'm like nini. Yeah, so I'll try as much as possible to but the relationship now will be gone.
Yeah.
Completely.
I don't think I'd even look that way. God, I will ignore the existence.
I swear, like why?
I won't even say hi. I'd definitely ignore you. Like I never knew you both ever.
This brings me to the experience. Ushaikatiwa na beshte. Okay. Ushaikatiwa na chalia beshte yako ama ushaona two glances ukajua this is a no. I need to help her.
No, I haven't experienced that yet.
Any of your friends? Not even the close ones. Wale tu unajua wewe ni chalia dhani na unanitaka.
Yeah.
I think once. And I just realized that I could not put myself in that position. So I just...
How long was this?
It wasn't that long ago.
As in, how long did you realize that I cannot keep on? Ama alianza tu vizuri.
Or you see, I think we were just friends. Mimi dhani hii urafiki tu. Yeah. Between us na though lakini alikuwa ex wa rafiki yangu. Sijui kama bado alikuwa na kitu. So one day when I was still in campus, so one day he comes to class and he hugs me. And he hugs me from the back. No, just got to sitting for an exam. So unajua mimi nimeshtuka huyu ni nani because I don't let people in my personal space like that. So nimeshtuka nikiangalia nyuma. And my friend is sitting like
the ex.
Yeah. Nilishtuka. Nikasema no, I can't put myself in this position again.
Crazy.
Let me ask, if the ex wasn't there, would you have to cut the same way?
Yes, I was bothered. Unajua before nilikuwa nishashtuka ndo nikaangalia nikaona rafiki yangu.
I don't know. It just sounds wrong, honestly. Like the point where you start to think, this man can be good for me. As in, and betray your own friend. Yeah. Why would you think he'd be good for you? There's no point there. You can justify that this man might be good for me, ni uongo, because he's betraying another person for you. That means he can do the same to you. Yeah.
It's like a married man telling a young girl, my wife, I love my wife, but you're my sunshine. You're the one that I want.
Yeah.
Like, so you would not hiki tukianza kuharibika ndio utajitoa ama ile ubeshte tu ndio because there's this aspect of you've said it if it takes longer for you to realize sometimes mimi naweza kuja tu DMs hi uko aje uko fiti nini when I start asking personal questions is now you utaanza kuni
yeah, but I think I have dated my friend.
Oh my goodness! It just means the purpose of the podcast.
It wasn't. I didn't know any better at the time.
Wait, what happened? Okay, give us the
whole gist. I was a baby. I was in Form 2 or Form 1. I don't know. I didn't know any better. Okay. And yeah, I realized I really had that friend of mine.
Oh yeah.
Like I worked to serious sana. I just say I was too naive and I was curious.
Okay,
and I hate myself for it.
I have a question. How when you realized that he was your friend's mind, what was going on in your head? Like, were you trying to cover up the nini ama?
By the time I realized I was too far, you know how men lie.
Ati men lie how man wewe watu usitekelewa no our life sometimes is so good you also just want to hear like Jabel baby
so you're just
cute. You're amazing this one tunaachana na yeye kwanza next week
imagine no
next week ni 5 years.
I just realized when it was too late and I was a child. I think it was my first time falling in love maybe I don't know. Yeah.
Amazing. Those are
amazing.
That's a nice first love story.
And from that, actually, I think that ruined my friendship with the girl, with that friend of mine.
Yeah, it told.
That's amazing. But it was a wake-up call for you. At least it came
was.
earlier before now you started. Because mapenzi ya high school was a little bit shallow.
It was basically nothing. It was basically writing each other letters and
perfumes.
Yeah.
Hey, perfumes.
Kwa letter.
Si shule yetu wao tumiana mahindi mse kwani ni koshto.
Wait,
shule gani?
Kwa hiyo tumiana mahindi huko. Simia baby nimekuletea mahindi utapatia watu ya school fees. Yeah. But you guys used to meet at home. How about you guys? It was because funny thing with high school relationships, they're usually so far away.
Exactly. We used to meet like I think throughout the course of the relationship we met like 2 times or 3 times. Mm-hmm.
How long was the relationship?
I'd say a year or 2.
You know, men cannot lie. You know,
days mbili.
But I think kuna mali unafikanga as a man or as a lady you should like I think I can change her. Or him to be the better person than bila alikuwa kwa beshte yangu.
Historia kuchange watu. Tumesema no.
I learned you
can never change
people.
Never unless ni mtoto na una change diaper. Sawa.
And I think that when you also meet someone you shouldn't ask them to change for you. Yeah, that is so unfair. You should love people as they are.
But what if you don't like them as they are?
How? Why are you with them if you don't like them as they are?
That's my point. Like you don't, if you see something you don't like, just
walk away, right?
Yeah, like usianze kukaa hapo unamwambia guy enda ukule, unajua mimi napenda watu wenye wako na you know
wanapenda watu wanaweka wigs, wanapenda watu wanaweka braids, silver, red lipstick.
Exactly. Enda kwa mwenye like is already like that.
Or usipake makeup more, but I don't like girls with makeup.
Ama anapenda wasichana wa makeup, so
yeah, so
ama usivai hivi. Kwanza by the kwa mavazi. And I think it's actually funny when you see them on TikTok of how guys, okay, it's actually a funny thing, but that's the thing that happens. Najaribu kutoka hivi, then chajava anakwambia, unavaaje? Chuvangi hivyo. But coming back to friendship and relationships, what does it teach you in terms of letting people into your relationship? Of course, people will say, nikikataa mabeshte zangu, nani ata show up in my wedding, in my relationship. What would you say about that?
So like I'd say this. For me, as I've said, my relationships right now, be it platonic or romantic, they're very rich and nurtured. Okay, I don't have any romantic relationships, but I'd want them to be so rich and nurtured.
You had it, guys.
I want them to be so rich and nurtured, in that I want my friends to hold me accountable of the things I allow into my life. Because I know, most of these people who are in very toxic relationships, and they keep on saying they don't want their friends involved in the relationships. They know when you introduce your friend, when you tell your friend this and this is happening to me, he's hitting me every day, or he's saying this to me, your friend will ask you, is this really what you want? Is this really what you deserve? And you don't want to be held accountable for it. So you decide to keep it quiet, and you're too quiet until kitu may happen very disastrous. And now, because you did not hold on to your friends, you decided to let go of them. Things are now arakas, and now you don't have anyone around you to help you heal from whatever was going on. I was thinking that, you see, most of the time we hold romantic relationships too deep in our hearts, and then we hold our platonic relationships in our sleeves, and it is very easy to let go of these relationships in our sleeves and just put them away and hold these romantic relationships, and we don't think about the inevitability that they come with it, the uncertainty, because these friends, most of the time, you never think that they're going to leave you.
Exactly.
So una hold into this one that siku moja maybe haitakuwa hapa, and it is very wrong. We should hold all our relationships in our hearts.
At equal measure. Kila kitu at equal measure.
Yeah.
What about you, Leyler?
My take is, if you are deciding to let someone in your relationship, especially a friend, be careful who you're letting them in, because you never know the intentions. You never know. So be careful with who you're letting in to the relationship, and the limits of what they're going to do in that relationship. Because hautaniambia anaenda kupikia your man. You get? Amebeba pan kwa bag, anaenda kumpikia chapo. No, so you have to know the limits of your role as a friend in the relationship. Yeah. I think that's what I'll say. That's my take on it.
And honestly, I'd say I don't expect my friends to ask me. I don't expect, when I come to you, Leyler, with the story about my man, you to tell me, leave him and that. I just want you to ask me whether this is something, whether I'm seeing this in the right way.
Like, nikana kufungua macho.
Exactly. Because I've told her about many of my experiences, and she's never told me that this guy is wrong and I don't leave and all that. She'll just ask you, are you sure? How does he make you feel? And this,
are you sure
this?
you're okay right now?
Exactly.
No.
So if I kwa timwache, bana, si hivyo.
Lisa, anakutumia pin akienda kwenye anaenda.
Yeah.
That's the thing too.
Yes.
I have a thing myself, just to me, they send my friend a pin to just know where I am.
Yeah.
Come on, maybe the brother to know where I am.
Yeah.
Like, and now you make sense, because one of us anaweza uwa mwingine. Hata sasa mimi nipigie mama yangu nimwambie nimeleta mgeni kwa nyumba. Uangalie CCTV. Ama niambie kiateka angalia CCTV. Msichana amekuja sleepover na bag nyingine na nipatia wasiwasi. Wow. Inaweza toshia hufa. This is all things. So, I think for me, I just usually say people should look for friends that are intentional.
Exactly.
When you wanna wish, and also calling them out, and that's a good thing I like about you guys, calling yourself out. But hapo, meaning tukienda na Leyler mahali tuite DCI mahali tuambie kitu kuhusu Nasubo haraka. Kama tuambie nataka guy number 17. Kwa hiyo relationship yake toa hiyo majina. But it's a good thing.
But most of the time we actually don't choose. Funny enough, I don't know all the names of the guys. We use.
I remember this one guy who he never used to communicate Kitambo, so he came back to my life and he was like, now I want to really start communicating.
We call him communication. I don't know the name paka leo. So yeah, that's how we do
communication.
Mr. Miscommunication.
Exactly.
Kijana ko lakini sometimes by the boys usually like disappearing. Baba alikuwa na wase wengi yote. She was like, Nasuba, give me 6 months, I'll be back for you.
Imagine.
Wacha nimazane na hawa kidogo, laini ni refu.
I know that is exactly what happened. But yeah.
But that
we are over that.
DCI akikuja siwezi sema jina. Tutasema tu communication.
But tunajua naishi wapi na tunajua na kaje.
Kwani you guys are just that much. Anyway, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
I really appreciate this episode, and I hope guys outside there mesikiza na mjua. If you guys are bringing in friendship, more let kwa ground. If you feel like you need to put them kidogo, but let people know what you're on, because it's good and it's easy. because it's easier that way to make sure that everyone feels safe and the relationship also feels accountable. Because every relationship or friendship is equal. Treat them with all equal measure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
I appreciate Sana.
This is such a lovely episode. The topic was amazing.
Glad. And much shout out to Podstart Studios and for making this amazing thing happen. Nimwa rank vibaya sana. Shukran sana for Cliff and the team. I really appreciate it so much. So guys, make sure if you're a podcaster, show up maze. Show up for these guys. I also put a link for them. Yeah. Mujue kwenye mtawapata. And so guys, peace out. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.